Hello and welcome to This Week in Privacy. My name's Alexis Katafidis and here are your regulatory highlights for this week. Utah is on the cusp of becoming the fourth state to pass a comprehensive privacy law. SB 227 was signed by the leaders of both legislative chambers and will now head to the governor. Utah's Consumer Privacy Act would provide consumers with data subject rights such as the right of access, rectification, deletion, and the right to opt out of the collection and use of personal data for targeted advertising and for the sale of personal data. In addition, it would require controllers to provide consumers with a reasonably accessible and clear privacy notice, establish, implement, and maintain reasonable administrative, technical, and physical data security practices, and require data processing agreements to be implemented. The governor will have 20 days after receipt of the bill to sign it. The Civil Liberties, Justice and Home Affairs Committee of the European Parliament announced that it will hold a public hearing on the implementation and enforcement of the GDPR. The LIBE Committee highlighted that the hearing will examine the challenges faced by different stakeholders regarding implementation and enforcement and possible avenues for improvement. The draft program outlines that the hearing will consist of 3 panels: exercising data subject rights, focus on the enforcement scheme, and big cases and cross-border challenges. The hearing will take place on the 17th of March. In the UK, the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport announced the launch of a consultation on the Electronic Communications Security Measures Regulations and a draft Telecommunications Security Code of Practice. The draft regulations outline the specific measures telecoms providers would need to take to fulfill their legal duties under the Telecommunications Security Act 2021, which became law in November 2021, while the draft Code of Practice outlines how providers can comply with the regulations. Under the draft regulations, telecoms providers will be legally required to implement several measures, including protecting data stored by their networks and services and securing the critical functions which allow them to be operated and managed, as well as taking into account supply chain risks. Responses to the consultation can be submitted by the 10th of May. That's all for This Week in Privacy. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.